Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
Hey, how's it going guys? Captain Kuba here, and what you just heard is the rough version of Freya's plan for Kratos. Obviously she didn't take too kindly to Kratos killing her son Baldur, leaving her no option than to kill the god she trusted at some point. But there's something stopping her. She can't fight at all. Even if she wanted to, she couldn't stop Baldur from strangling her. The reason for this condition is Odin. Many years before, she was the queen of the Valkyries. Now, for reasons that are not explained in the game, her fighting spirit is linked to her wings. If she were to lose them, she wouldn't be able to fight. This is exactly what Odin did after they divorced. He stripped her wings off, leaving her unable to fight, and cursed her to never leave Midgard. So if Freya wants to do any of the things she has planned for Kratos, she's gonna have to get her fighting spirit back, which can be found in her wings. Now after the game ends, Mimir says the following.
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
So just like we thought, Freya is actively looking for her wings so she can fight Kratos. But where can they be? Are you ready for the twist in the video? Her wings can actually be found inside Freya's home. If you go behind her tapestry, you will see them hanging from the wall. But this doesn't make any sense. Why would Freya be looking for her wings if she has them in her home? Either Mimir's wrong about Freya visiting her, or these are not the real wings. So which is it? Well, you're not gonna believe me, but I think Mimir lied about Freya looking for her wings. Let's listen to something Cory Barlog says about Mimir.
You know, time moves differently in places. And I want to dive deep into that, but I don't know if that's setting up things to come or...
Yes, it is.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. There's
So
a bunch of
track.
stuff in the World Serpent talks. You have to rely on Mimir.
Yeah.
Who's giving you all the information. And he totally doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
It says as much.
yeah.
Apparently Mimir is not being 100% truthful about his translation of Jormungandr's speech. Now I don't think Mimir is a bad guy who secretly works for Odin. He sure seems to hate him. So why has he been lying about Jormungandr and most likely Freya visiting him and asking about the location of her wings? The clip I'm about to show you is actually not from God of War, but this famous movie called Avengers Endgame. Let's watch.
You said 1 out of 14 million we win, yeah? Tell me this is it.
If I tell you what happens, it won't happen.
You better be right.
So in this clip, Doctor Strange can't tell Tony if his plan is going to work, because this would create a butterfly effect that prevents Tony from snapping his fingers and killing Thanos. Now replace Doctor Strange with Mimir, and Tony Stark with Kratos and Atreus. Mimir can't tell Kratos what Jormungandr is really saying, or that Freya has her wings already, because if he does, future events might change. But how does he know the future like Doctor Strange? Well, I think Faye has told him about some of the events that are to come. Just listen to how Cory Barlog seems to avoid the question whether Mimir knew Faye before she died.
Big question. If Mimir had not been on the top of that mountain, would they have just not known that she meant Jotunheim?
That is correct.
Faye would have been like, guys, what the hell?
You have so much you need to learn.
Midgard.
Maybe she's to thank for Mimir being there also. Probably not.
But she knew he would be.
Yeah, in theory, she knew that he would be
Yes,
there.
exactly.
There's a lot of connections between all of that. I'm not gonna. That's later stuff. So let's just say that it's not an accident. None of it is.
I love them.
Oh, they knew each other, alright. We also know that the visual language in the game was left by Faye herself. This means that wherever we see those squiggly yellow lines, Faye was actually there. And what do we see at the top of the mountain where Mimir is kept? Yellow squiggly lines. At the very least, this means that Faye has been in the same mountain where Mimir is kept. But I think she actually met Mimir and told him some of the events that will happen in the future. And with this information, Mimir knows what to avoid in order for those events to happen, even if they seem like really bad outcomes at first. For example, let's look at the moment when Baldur's curse was lifted. Imagine for a second Mimir told Kratos that mistletoe was Baldur's weakness. Kratos might have kept the arrow tip in his pocket and attempted to stab Baldur with it during the fight on the dragon. But imagine the arrow tip actually fell from his hands, never to be seen again. Baldur would have never punched Atreus and never would have his curse lifted, which would prevent him from dying and never starting the events of Fimbulwinter. So in that case, Mimir was better off not telling them about his weakness, because it might change the course of the story.
That arrow! Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
But how is this related to Freya's wings? Well, we now know that she has her wings. If Mimir were to tell Kratos to hurry back to her home and destroy them before she puts them on, the events that follow in the next game might not happen if Kratos were to interfere. If you're still questioning this theory, after finishing the game, go back to Freya's house. Mimir will say the following.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
This is his attempt at stopping Kratos from destroying the wings before she puts them on. Mimir knows that Freya needs to become an enemy, at least for the moment, if they are to win the fight against the Aesir at the end. But what do you guys think about this theory? Is Mimir lying to us? Are these fake wings? Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. A big thanks goes to all of my members, people like Jabir Abdul, Mr. Creeper64, and Ski to name a few. Go to the extra mile by supporting my channel monthly. If you enjoy my videos and would like to do the same, consider helping the channel by clicking on the blue join button. Also, a big thanks goes to all of my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I couldn't do this without you either. With that said, don't forget to like, share with fellow God of War fans, and remember, go forth in the name of Freya's hidden in plain sight wings.